What's up, everybody? Welcome to Virtual Redban 752 Friday Night Chill. Happy Friday. Yes, I usually don't stream on a Friday too much, but decided why not? Let's do it. I'm having my first drink tonight, and this is not in a Deathsquad mug. This is in my little shaker bottles. I have about 20 of these little shakers, you know, with the little sippy cup shaper. They're my favorite. This is what I have my morning coffee in. This is what I drink my Arnold Palmers in. I don't really drink soda pop as much as I used to. I used to drink a lot of soda, Diet Cokes, Diet Mountain Dews. I've been switching more to teas, like iced tea, little lemon in there. Arnold Palmers are my big ones. And tonight, I am drinking something new. I am drinking a slushie from my slushie machine. I think I've talked about this before. Ninja has a slushie machine. You can buy it. It's pretty cool. Here, I'll just show you real quick. I think I've already talked about this, or you guys pretty much know what this is. It's pretty much like when you go to 7-Eleven, like an icy machine. Well, Ninja released this, their version of it, one that you could buy. Super easy to clean, super easy to make. It's fast. Like you could put like a couple cans of Coke in there and have a Coke slushie in like 20 minutes. I highly recommend this thing. I'm going to do a full review on it soon. I've been using it. I have two of them. I have one at my studio and one at home, and they're two different versions of the same slushy machine by Ninja. Ninja, if you go to their website, they sell it for $300. And if you go to Walmart, they've had it for $250. And it looks exactly like the same machine. Now, right now, Walmart's sold out of them. So this is like one of those marketplaces that looks like you're buying it from Walmart, but you're actually buying it from Lumination, some company called Lumination. I hate when they do this. They shouldn't do this. Anyways, it literally is the same machine. I bought it for $250. I was like, wow, $50 off. But notice here on the left, it says slush, spiked slush, and milkshake. That's the pre-settings. Well, I didn't notice, but if you buy it on Ninja's own website and you look at the exact same machine, theirs has slush, spiked slush, get out of here, spiked slush, frappe, milkshake, and frozen juice. They have two new other, and it's $300. It was $50 more on it. So when I bought mine at Walmart, I was like, wait, am I getting some ghetto ass Walmart, like it's not as good version? Well, it's just the presets. Like you can do the same thing on both of these. One just has and it knows how long and how cold to do the slushy. You could pretty much manually do it on the Walmart one. So there's no difference. They're two different colors. Like this one from Ninja is blue, where the other one is silver. Like a blue side. I know it doesn't look blue there, but trust me, it's blue. It's blue, guys. Anyways, here is me just right before it went live. This is me making a slushie. It's pretty quiet too. Actually, I don't know. Is there any volume even on this? It's pretty quiet. And it makes the perfect slush. I've always been not a slushy guy. This is the Ninja one from Ninja. I've always been a slushy guy. I've always been an icy guy. I love ice. Like if you ever see me with a cup of tea or an Arnold Palmer, I'm one of those guys that just fills it to the top with ice. More ice, the better. I love slushy ice. I love In-N-Out ice, or not In-N-Out ice, Sonic ice. You know, I love it when it's the tiny ice. But anyways, one bad thing about the Ninja slushie is that you have to use sugar. Diet Coke doesn't work. It has to have a certain amount of sugar. And that's because if it doesn't have sugar, it will just completely freeze, or it won't freeze. I forget what it is. But the sugar is what makes it slushy. And without sugar in it, like if you just put regular Diet Coke in there, it's not going to work. So that kind of sucks because I just wanted to, you know, if I'm going to make something, I didn't really want to have all that sugar. So I almost didn't buy this because of it, because I didn't want all that sugar. But luckily, only within like a month, people online, chefs and stuff, have found out how to do it with sugar-free. And the secret is using allulose. Is that how you say allulose? And if you get this one that's great, it looks just like sugar. Like you give it a whole jar of it. It looks like sugar, but it's not sugar. It's a sugar substitute. Anyways, this acts just like sugar, but without sugar. So they found out if you just put a couple scoops of this in Diet Coke or any of your diet drinks, it makes it act exactly like sugar. So now you can make your diet slushies. You can make anything sugar-free now. So it's really cool. And you could also make it to, you know, makes milkshakes. There's also, like, if you get one of these things, and I do recommend it. This is, by the way, a good Christmas gift if you're looking for something for your partner or whatever. You could also make frappuccinos in here, but there's a Reddit page all devoted to recipes. People have found out how to make a almost an exact replica of a Wendy's Frosty, and a bunch of stuff. I recommend it. Now, tonight, when I was making my orange slushie, I cheated a little. I used sugar because I wanted to have, I'm one of those weirdos that still love, um, holy shit, brain fart. I still love, what's that orange drink that's not really orange juice? Oh my God, why? I'm having a brain fart. Sun, holy shit. Sunny D. Thank you, Misery. I love Sunny D. I'm sorry, I still love it. I think it's so refreshing. Those little bottles of Sunny D, not the big ones, just like the tiny ones. There's something so refreshing about them. Like when you're hungover or you're just really thirsty, I'll pull out one of those like little kid-sized Sunny Ds, and there's something nostalgic about it. I know it's not great for you. I mean, it's not as bad as you think it is. It's probably better for you than orange juice, sugar-wise and shit. I have no idea. But anyways, I wanted to try a Sunny D slushie, and it is amazing. It tastes so good. It's exactly like, yes, it's exactly like those Orange Julius. If you were an Orange Julius person, you get those Orange Julius's at the mall. It tastes exactly like that. Anyways, I made this earlier just because I wanted a little refreshing treat. And I decided instead of my normal drink tonight, which I usually have a vodka sugar-free Red Bull in a Deathsquad mug, I decided, you know what? I'm going to pour a little vodka in my shaker bottle and a little of that Sunny D slush and have a slushy. Listen to that. I'm going to have a little slushy screwdriver. I haven't had it. I haven't tasted it yet. Let's taste this. The video is still in frame. What? Something wrong? Something wrong with the video, guys? Is it okay? Slushy D. I wanted to have a slushy D. I haven't tasted it yet. I pretty much filled it to about here with slushy. And then I just poured, I'd probably say what you would consider 4 shots of vodka. I like my vodka a little strong. It might not be strong enough. It might be too much Sunny D. Let's see how it tastes. Little ice. That is fucking delicious. I might have to pour more vodka. Actually, I could taste the vodka. Oh my gosh. That is so good. That is exactly like a vodka icy. Huh. Anyways, if you want more, go to Ninja. You know, Ninja Slushie is what it's called. Google it. See if they have it in stock at Walmart near you for $50 cheaper. I mean, if you can see it for $2.50, I probably recommend that. It also makes margaritas and pina coladas. So if you're a drinker and you like those tropical drinks, it makes all those. And there's recipes for all of it. It comes with some recipes. Go and read it. I'll have a full review soon. Compared the two so far. I just pretty much told you the whole review. It's great. Recommend it. Cleanup's easy. Now that you can get it sugar-free, whatever. Anyways, I am not drinking out of a Deathsquad mug, nor am I wearing a Deathsquad hat. I'm wearing a Detroit Becomes Human hat. But if you wanted to see what that is, a Deathsquad mug is, or a Deathsquad shirt, go to deathsquad.tv, click at the very top, Shop Squad, and that will take you to shopsquad.tv. There's the mugs that I'm not drinking out of. And here's the hats that I'm not wearing. We also have t-shirts, a bunch of new stickers, a bunch of fun stuff. A lot of stuff is out of stock. Oh my gosh, it is going out of stock quick. New stuff is coming soon. Eventually. Mugs are almost all out of stock also. Go to shopsquad.tv, or again, go to deathsquad.tv. You can also find every episode of Kill Tony here on the right side. You can click on this big Kill Tony logo or at the top, Kill Tony YouTube. Or you can go here, and every single episode of Kill Tony is here. And also Spotify, iTunes, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. Check it out. Huge show. We return Monday to the mothership to record a new episode. We've had the last 2 weeks off. It's been great, but back to work. Arr. Back to work we go. Also, Sunset Strip Comedy Club. Last night, I had, if you're in Austin, Texas, and you want to see some comedy shows, make sure you check out my show, especially on a Thursday. That's my secret show every single Thursday at the Sunset Strip Comedy Club, right on 6th Street, right next door to the mothership. I have my show, which is the secret show. Last night, we had one of the best secret shows of the year, almost, I would say. We had a bunch of people in town, like Sam Tripoli was on the show. Even Tony Hinchcliffe popped in there. Cam Patterson, Ari Maddie, Hans, Kim, Martin, Enrique. We had so many people on the show tonight. I think 17 comedians on the show. We had so many comedians on the show last night that I actually took the night off. I was like, you know what? We had all these people pop in, like Brian Holtzman and everyone. I was like, you know what? I'll sit this one out because there's way too many comics on this show. And sure enough, you guys are awesome that came to that show last night because we went long. And I would say most of the audience stayed through it. I mean, I'm talking about hours. A big chunk of that fucking stayed there. It was great. Anyways, it's every single Thursday at the Sunset Strip Comedy Club. There's shows all the time. And again, mine is called The Secret Show. So make sure you check out my secret show every single Thursday. It was sold out 4 weeks in a row. I think it is. It's been 4 weeks in a row. It has been sold the fuck out. It's been great. Love it. It's nothing like a sold out show, especially at that club, because when it's sold out, it is fucking packed in there. A lot of people. There you go. So just go to deathsquad.tv if you want all the links of everything I just talked about. How are you guys doing in the chat? How is it going? Yes, the Joe Rogan Trump episode is now out. He filmed it today. He told me it was awesome. He said it was 3 hours long. How awesome was that? He said it was great. It's now available. They edited it early and put it right out. I thought this was funny. I have noticed something. If you don't know, Twitter has Grok, which is their AI. It's like their chat GPT. And I have talked about this before, how well it does when you want it to make an image. You know, like my poster, if you saw the poster of Virtual Redban tonight, that was done on Grok. The girl. I just said I wanted a girl with red hair. And I said a haunted fast food place, but it didn't look that haunted. Anyways, it does a really good job. And as you know, Elon Musk owns Twitter. And as you know, Elon Musk is a huge Trumper supporter. And I've noticed recently, if you try to get Grok to make Trump, it makes Trump perfect every single fucking time. Trump looks perfect. And even if you try to make it where it's like Trump doing something bad, it still makes Trump like look good. Like it's crazy. Like I tried to fool it last night and do all these things, but every time I was like, that's a pretty good realistic picture of Trump. And I think Elon is behind that. It's like we have to make anything Grok does Trump, make it look like a presidential photo. I got down to the point though last night. This is what I do when I'm trying to go to bed. I'll just play on my phone and do this. But then I got to a point where I was trying to just be silly because I couldn't fool Grok. I couldn't make Trump wear a bikini or anything like that. And I just went down this rabbit hole of like Trump and a Shih Tzu in a hot tub. And it just makes, realistic photos of Trump in a hot tub. Then I put Trump and a Shih Tzu on a water slide in Mexico. And that's a pretty good picture of Trump on a water slide in Mexico. Then I went and I said, Trump and a Shih Tzu, Titanic, romantic. You know, I'm still trying to fool. Oh, that's just a romantic photo of Trump in a Shih Tzu in the Titanic. And then I said, I thought I was going to get it here. I said, Trump and a Shih Tzu podcasting on a toilet. Oh, I mean, that's cute. Now the Shih Tzu's almost at eye length for Trump. So it was nice to put him on the toilet so they could be face to face during this podcast. Then I tried Trump and a Shih Tzu at a strip club, thinking maybe I could get some boobs in there. But no, it's just, you know, all the strippers are at lunch, but the Shih Tzu and Trump is just sitting. Then I went, Trump and a Shih Tzu smell a fart and start running away. And now this is one time where they actually made Trump look a little weird, but still, get away from that fart, guys. You got to get out of it. I thought it was going to be something better than that. I mean, they're just running. Trump looks a little weird there. Then I put Trump and a Shih Tzu watch girls in Jello wrestling. I thought maybe I could get some naked girls again with a Shih Tzu and Trump. No, they're just a bunch of Jello shots, and I don't know what's going on here. But still, all these photos, Trump is looking great. Then I put, this one's pretty funny. Trump and his Shih Tzu find the secret of life while pooping. And I thought, no, well, Trump looks like he might be squatting one, but he looks also weird, like small body, big head. And it looks like they might be eating poop, and I don't see any poop, really. I guess there's a fly in the middle, or poop flying, I don't know what. Then I wrote, Trump and a Shih Tzu get tickled by aliens. I don't know what I was expecting on this one, and it's just a bunch of aliens, and Trump looks concerned. He doesn't look like he's being tickled. He looks kind of scared with all these, like, looking for comfort in the Shih Tzu, I guess. And then I wrote Trump and the Shih Tzu scissors. I was trying to get Trump and the Shih Tzu just a scissor, you know, like sexually, but no, it's like kind of scary. Trump has a pair of scissors, and the Shih Tzu was like, get those scissors away from me, Trump. I don't trust you. I get it, Shih Tzu. And then I put Trump and the Shih Tzu got hit by a car. And it just looks like that very nice picture of Trump and the Shih Tzu peeking out the windshield. Like they just got in a car accident and they're going through the windshield, but they look fine. But see how I mean? Like everyone seems fine in these photos. Then I put Trump and a dead Shih Tzu. I don't know why I said that. I thought maybe just to be like a sad photo, but no, that Shih Tzu is still alive, and Trump looks great. See how Trump looks great in all these photos. And then I put, hold on. Then I put Kamala and a Shih Tzu start their periods. And I don't think that's Kamala, but she sure does seem like a black lady. I don't know who that is. And I don't think they're on their periods. And then I put Kamala and Trump and a Shih Tzu at a wet t-shirt contest. Well, they gave her boob. They gave that weird Kamala girl some boobs, though. How did they not know? Like, they're so inaccurate with Kamala, but look how good. Trump just looks fucking great. Like a model in every single one of these photos. I just think that's so funny. Then I put a Shih Tzu steals the shirt off of Vice President Kamala. And then I don't get what this says. It just says white shirt, but white's misspelled, and there's a shirt on her saying, who is that girl? And then I wrote, God, this is now like 2 hours later I've been doing this. Then I wrote Kamala in clear shorts with a Shih Tzu. I was trying to get, maybe I could have invisible shorts. No, she just has regular shorts. I don't know who this girl is either, but yeah, I tried to zoom in. And then I put 100% or 1,000 times more translucent. I thought maybe I'd get those shorts off for one way or another. And it just turned it into a Pixar character. So I don't know what's going on. And that's not a Shih Tzu anymore. That's turning into like a big dog. I mean, look at that dog. That's like one of those dogs that keeps the liquor around its neck. In the cartoons. Anyways, that's all. I don't know how I went down that rabbit hole. Oh, the rabbit hole started because I kept on getting tagged yesterday because Trump and Joe were about to do this podcast, and people kept on tagging me where they were trying to do AI using Grok, and it didn't know who Joe was. Like, people were trying to get a good photo of Joe Rogan and Trump. And all these people tagged me in this one from somebody being libertarian on Twitter, X. They posted this, and it says, Grok doesn't know what Joe Rogan looks like. And I clicked on it, and all these people clicked on it, and they think it looks like me. Now, I don't really think it looks too much like me, but if you get really close to the face, I guess you can it kind of looks like it. Like, let me see if I can. No, let's see. Oh, well, who cares? You guys could look at it. It's on my Twitter. But if you get really close up on it, it kind of looks like it's my eyes. And it definitely looks like my beard. And it definitely looks like when I have my glasses on. And it kind of looks like, I always wear a hat. I always wear, I don't know, it kind of, I think people are saying they think it's me. And I kind of see it. But I got tagged in this photo like crazy. And what's funny is other people on this thread of this guy, a lot of people were saying that's Redban and stuff, but everyone else was like, trying to prove that they just picked a wrong photo. But here's other people trying to get Joe Rogan and a picture of Trump. Like, who's that? It doesn't look anything like Joe Rogan. I guess that maybe a teeny bit, but I mean, but everyone was trying to do it like showed like old bald guys with beards and stuff. But no, it's kind of weird though. Look how great Trump looks in all these photos though. I think it's just funny. Here's somebody like that does not look anything like Joe Rogan. What the fuck? How does it not know? I mean, how does it not know what Joe Rogan is? You would think that Grok, since it's owned by Twitter, they're using anyone that posts like photos or anything on Twitter, they're using that information, right? Maybe. I don't know. Now, this is weird. What's going on here? I can't make my image bigger. What did I do? Oh, lock preview. There we go. I just thought that was weird, guys. I wanted to show you how one of my rabbit holes I went down last night in Grok. I'm loving this a little bit too much though. I am sipping my little sippy cup like it's appy juicy. On Meta AI, you can upload pictures of yourself and then it will create images based off your face. Yeah, there's a few of them that do good on that. But Grok overall, I think just does amazing. They have good models, good photos, but sometimes it fucks up a lot. Like there's something I tried to do the other day and it just like ignores you. Now, another thing I've been playing and a lot of people have been asking me about it because this is something I think is pretty fucking cool. I found out about this, I believe on TikTok. And then I started seeing people sending me examples of it. And I was like, wow, how did they do that? That's pretty crazy over the last week or two. And it's a program called AI Video. AI Video, yes. Doesn't that just roll off? I mean, just how original. This is a video app. It's one of those shitty apps that you have to pay for. It doesn't even have a free version of it. It starts off, I think, $5 a week. It's not even a monthly charge. It's $5 a week. And at first, I got some really good results out of this app. And then I got to start getting a lot of bad results. It just started breaking a lot, not working. And I was getting error messages. Then it was like, it will be done in 5 minutes, but it would take 4 hours. And now the app is pretty much useless. Like I only got maybe I've tried like to make 30 videos using this app and only about 4 of them are okay. 2 of them are great. And everyone else in the reviews are having the same problem. This is a scam. I don't recommend this app, even though you might be able to make something cool. You probably have seen it all over the place now. And if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you've already seen it. But here's like the kind of shit it does. Actually, before I even do this real quick, let me just check something real quick. I think there's a weird setting going on here. What is that? Let me see if this works. Okay. It takes an image. Like here's a picture of my Shih Tzu. Wait, hooch, and it blows it up. You know, this worked pretty good. And again, I just posted a photo of my Shih Tzu, and I did that. And it has a couple presets of things you can do. You can make it squish, you can make it blow up, you can make it melt, you could do kind of things like that. Well, here's another one that worked pretty well. This is Janice. A lot of people were triggered by this one. It's weird. This is reading the comments. It's very weird. There's some people that this really freaks them out and pisses them off. It's like whatever the sensation of squishing something, they hate it. Like it triggers them. It's very interesting when looking at people's reaction to this video. Now, those are two that worked, and there's a bunch of them that didn't work, and just waste of time, how many things I tried to get to work and stuff. Anyways, it's called AI video, and I don't recommend it. There's other things out there. I mean, if you get it to work, it works great. Like I tried, Kim Congdon really liked it a lot. And I told her like how much it sucks, don't bother doing it. She was kind of bummed out about it. So I felt like, you know, well, I should try to make her one because Kim wanted one. And it took me 2 days. And it kept on saying, you've used all your credits today. And I was like, it never said anything about credits. Like if you use it too much, it turns it off for 24 hours. And it kept on doing that. I was like, I only did it 3 times and it did it. So it's it's like a scam. Anyways, I finally, after 2 days, got one that kind of was okay. It's still not the best, but I did one of Kim and Sarah. So you guys can see here. You know, this is them at Skankfest. I'm gonna try to show it to you again. Ooh. See, it's not as good as, but you should see all the ones it didn't do good. I'm trying to do that one. I think I did it maybe 10 times trying to do that one, and then I was banned for 24 hours because whatever. It's a pain in the ass. So there you go. There's that. What's up, chat? Yeah, there's also a cake one. There's a few different ones. I also tried to just do text to video, and it was really bad. All the AI video stuff's pretty bad. You made those images you were showing from on your phone from Grok? Yes. Oh no, my battery is dead. Oh, what did I do? Is the Kill Tony Skankfest episode going to be made public at some point? Check back Monday for an answer. 65 people not watching the Joe Rogan Trump episode. Yeah, it's funny because right when I said I was going live and I tweeted I was going live, then Joe dropped the JRE episode and I was like, geek. That was bad timing. I thought he was going to do it tomorrow. Oh, well. I'll watch it later tonight before bed, or maybe I'll just do it tomorrow. Maybe that'll be a fun tomorrow thing to do. What else I was going to show you guys? There is a few things I wanted to look at and show you. But also, thanks for the people that are watching this instead of the Trump episode. Holy shit, there's over 1,000 people watching on Twitter and X. Thank you, guys. It's about 60 people watching on YouTube and just a couple goofy goobers watching on Twitch. Oh shit. Thank you, Horrible Humor, for the tippy poo. Love you, Redban. You've gave me a lot of laughs over the years. Thank you. Well, thank you, Horrible Humor. I don't think your humor's horrible at all. The Film Trainer, thank you for becoming a member. Mm-hmm. 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 How about a couple of Jaeger bombs? I'm good. Last night, after the secret show, hung out, went to a bar. A friend was a bunch of comics and staff from Sunset. We all met at the bar. Had a couple drinks, but I was doing shots last night. You have a couple friends that anytime you hang out with those friends, they're just shot guys. And I had about 4 shots last night, a little bit too much. I'm okay when I drink, but because I'm very particular, like how much I drink. Like I almost drink the exact same thing every time I go out to the T. Like I have 3 of these drinks and then 3 of these drinks and maybe one extra drink. But when you put shots in the mix, then it throws my formula up, so I don't know how drunk I am sometimes. Oh shit, film trainer, thank you, buddy. $10. Holy shit. Get some cherry liquid death. Ooh. That might be good. Cherry liquid death. Then I would sweeten it with that fake sweetener. That'd be a good slushie. I do like the cherry liquid death. They are a sponsor of Kill Tony. And they send me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think 6 cases of liquid death every couple weeks. And I only drink the water, flat water, liquid death. But they also send us all their flavors. And cherry is one of the ones I do like. I also liked, they now finally have a Arnold Palmer. Like they had one called something that I thought was an Arnold Palmer, but it wasn't. Armless Palmer. Doesn't that seem like that's an Arnold Palmer? But it's not. But now they actually have a legit Arnold Palmer. It's okay. It tastes like there's liquor in it. That's the only problem I don't like. I don't like drinking things that taste like there's liquor in it. Because if I'm just drinking water or an iced tea, it's usually because I drank too much the night before or something. So when when I don't want drinks that taste like there's liquor in them when I'm not drinking, especially. But if I quit drinking, maybe that's all I would drink. This is too fucking good, guys. Dude, I put like 4 shots in this and it's almost done. That's dangerous because it does not. It just tastes like Sunny D. Yikes! I better slow my roll when it comes to that. That is scary as fuck. Cherry Liquid Death was legit. Never seen it in any stores. You can get them on Amazon. Before Liquid Death was a sponsor, I was somebody that actually had it subscribed to Liquid Death on Amazon. I used to buy them by the case just because I love Liquid Death. There's something about cold water in a can that hits. It hits. I like it. It just tastes really cold. I like the teas from Liquid Death. Yeah, they're good. Janice likes them more than me. I think they're okay. I just don't like that liquor taste. If you never drink, then you have a drinking problem. I agree. I miss getting drunk in dark, pissy bars. Yeah, that's always fun. The bar we were at last night wasn't that dark of a bar, but it was a quiet bar. Like all the bars on Thursday nights in Austin are usually pretty packed and loud. This was more of a mellow. There were some people were doing karaoke. I like those kind of bars. It's like a chill bar. I like the live ad reads on Kill Tony. Glad that you brought it back. Yeah, me and Tony did a couple last minute ad reads at Sunset last night. If you ever see us doing an ad read and it looks like a janitor's closet, that's when we do them at Sunset, and that's because it was an emergency last minute ad read. We did a couple of those last night. They're always goofy and silly. I forget what sponsors. We got these new sponsors, and it was just like interesting. One of them is you could bet on the election now, and it's legal to bet on the election, which is crazy. Sunny D, that brings me back to my childhood in the 90s. I tell you what, man, I I didn't drink Sunny D. I think the last time I had Sunny D as an adult was probably when I was like 18 or in college, probably like over 20, 30 years ago, maybe. Yeah, and I just never, I don't know, I kind of grew out of it or something. But then maybe about 2 years ago, I was at Costco and they had these little mini bottles of Sunny D, and I think you could buy like a whole case of them. I think there's like 30 of these little mini bottles for like $12. And I was like, man, you know what? I haven't had Sunny D in so long, and these are just little tiny bottles. This might be a nice little, like, oh, I'm a bad boy. I'm having a little Sunny D, And I fell back in love. I was like, why did I stop drinking this? It tastes like really strong tang. You're smoking brand new cherry flavor. Pooter. Bombay gin lemonade is fantastic. I'm not a big gin guy, but I do like when you mix things with lemonade, so I probably would love it. I love lemonade. The only problem with lemonade, there's so much sugar in it. So I don't mind like diet lemonades, like Arnold Palmer from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has diet lemonade and it's pretty legit. And they have unsweetened iced tea. So I get the unsweetened iced tea, diet lemonade, Arnold Palmer. It's pretty fucking great. Oh, Uma wants to say hi. Hey, Uma, you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Yeah? What's up? So soft. Are you mad at me for smoking green tea up here? Oh, I don't know if I showed this. Finished my tattoo. There was a couple last minute, still scabbed up a little. Ooh, look at that, really scabbed up. Still scabbed up, but he went back and like darkened a lot of the reds and stuff like that. Oh yeah, Uma has an Instagram now. If you got to follow it. Uma the cat. Or no, it's Uma. Maine Coon Uma on Instagram. She has her own Instagram account now. I don't know. I felt weird constantly posting all these photos and videos of Uma. Like I think that, I don't know if everyone likes that. So now I still will post on my regular Instagram, but now Janice runs this mostly, but we're just going to overdo it on this one. So if you just want to look at a bunch of stupid Uma eating bread videos, follow. Uma's addicted to bread.
No. No. Oh.
Exciting content there, guys. Maine Coon Uma. Maine Coon Uma on Instagram. Yeah. This is a chill episode, by the way, guys, as you can tell. Laid back. That's why, there's really not much I wanted to talk about too much. I'm trying to think of some other things before we get into some cool shit I want to show you. Cats eat bread in the wild. Maine Coons are like dogs of cats. They are. They're huge. Our cat's still growing, and it's almost 14 pounds. It's almost a pound a month it was growing for a while. And it's kind of slowed down a little, but it'll probably still grow for another year or two. And we're about to hopefully get a second cat, a second Maine Coon, a kitten. And I think we were going to get another girl. I don't know. I was going to get a guy. But I just don't want to have them have sex. And I don't want to see any cat dicks. I don't know. I wouldn't mind having a little lesbian Maine Coon cat couple. But I think I'm going to get a girl. another girl, but a kitten. So that'll be some fun content. Watching Uma with a little kitten. The fights, the jealous shit. I don't know. All right. Well, let's look at some things. I'm trying to think of. I know there's a couple things I wanted to talk about. Maybe I can just cheat real quick and see if I posted anything on there. No. So maybe this. No. Ooh la la. What is going on here? That's weird. Oh, that's why. Oh, here's another one of the videos that I made using that app. This is just taking a still photo and making it look like something's getting crushed. This is for my secret show. I slowed it down a little because the video was only like 5 seconds long. I mean, that's not bad. I could show you some bad ones. You know, I could show you some of the ones that fucked up. Here's one I did where I wanted it to be... You can put two photos together and make those people kiss. And so I thought I'd freak Janice out and send this to her. So I put Janice and Tony Hinchcliffe together. And it just made Tony turn black. Like Tony turned into like a black man or something. So this is a fail, but let's just look at this one. I think it's why it made it black is because of how much shadow he has in this photo. But gosh, look, see, it's like turned into a black guy or something. So now I don't like it. It's like no. I mean, I don't know if it's just like Tony's like turn into Cam Peter or something like that. Get out of here! Don't kiss her. Like I wouldn't have been that bothered if it was like a funny Tony video of him kissing. Here's one of the ones where I tried to squish Janice, like the video I just showed you. I tried to squish her, and it like seemed like it was doing good. It actually did a good job where it's a still photo, but it made Janice like look up, and it looked really realistic. Like she was like, "Am I about to get crushed?" But then it glitches out, and it just shows like a disturbing part, like she had already been crushed, like the Wicked Witch of the West or something. Like I don't know, it like glitched out halfway through it. So let's take a look at this one. You see how she's looking up? Yeah, but then it goes to this. Can you focus on this? See how she looks up, kind of. Then that's just disturbing at the end. So that one's a fail. Then it was announced that our good friend Adam Ray is having a Netflix special on Netflix. That's where you have a Netflix special, guys. And he posted this photo of like him and Dr. Phil shaking hands, and it looks like, Dr. Phil is going to be on the show, and Adam Ray and Dr. Phil are going to meet each other for the first time. Well, I was going to make something for Adam and because one of the things is you can make a photo and make people dance with each other, like a still photo. And it turned, and I get it because this is a weird photo of Adam Ray, but for some reason it zoomed in on Dr. Phil real big and it made Adam Ray, I mean, that's a weird photo of Adam Ray. It doesn't really look, but when you hit play, it just doesn't even look like two weird people. Like, I don't know. It both turn into, I don't know. The guy on the right looks like a Jewish gay bar. I don't know what it is. I don't know what this is, but Netflix logo looks like a floppy dick in the back too. I don't know. I just didn't like that one. It got creepy. It just wasn't a good photo for it. Here is one of the ones you could do is make anything look like it's cake. So if you take a photo of like a soccer ball, AI will come out and cut it in half like it's cake and take out a slice of cake. And it's a fun effect. Is it real or is it cake effect? And I thought it would be funny to do it to Janice. And it starts to do it kind of right, but then it just doesn't do the cake effect where it takes a slice out. It just continues to stab her more and slice her more. And it just was disturbing. And so this is a pretty big fail right here. See, I just wanted this photo, turn it into cake. Well, no, you're just slicing her neck. Now you're slicing her chest. And you can kind of see it looks like it was about to make it cake on the chest, like a little green, but it's just more disturbing. And I was like, that's just not right. That was not a great idea. And then I have one of her melting, and it just doesn't look cool. And that one glitches out. So there you go. There's some more examples of why that AI video program sucks ass. And don't do it. There's way better ones out there. Yep. All right, I'm going to smoke a little green tea. How are you guys doing? Big Mike, I'm watching the Rogan Trump interview. How is it so far? Anything exciting happen in it yet? Isn't any like I really want to know what kind of questions Joe asked. I want to know if there was any uncomfortable moments or anything like, oh my God, I can't believe Joe asked that. Like that's what I want to know. Or if it was just a bunch of softball. That'd be cool if Joe talks about like UFOs or something. I would like to see Joe and Donald talk about UFOs. I would also like to see maybe Joe talk about marijuana. Honestly, my number one question, if I wanted to have Joe ask one question, what it would be, his stance on. The only thing that really freaks me out about his side is abortion banning and, pumping too much religion into the government. Because that's scary as fuck. And I've heard Trump say he's against banning abortions, but I've also heard older interviews where he said the opposite. And just the religious shit. Just keep the religion out of here. But I would like to hear more. Yeah, mushrooms, psychedelics, weed, abortion shit. I really don't give a shit too much about the wall or anything like that. Prices of groceries. How is he going to put that down? Inflation has been so fucking out of control lately. He already said it should be legalized, and he said abortion should be up to the state. And I think that should be cool. That's a good stance. I think that's fair. Leave it up to the state. But I also think it's if you leave it up to the state, like Texas, where I'm at right now, abortion is illegal. But it's also like hunted down. Like if you get caught going out of state and getting an abortion, I think you can get in trouble. And I think abortions, even if the state says it's illegal, but if it's for medical, like save somebody's life at the hospital, it could be overturned by doctors in certain cases. I don't think it should be illegal during certain things like rape. If somebody gets raped and they get pregnant and then they have to illegally go out of state to get an abortion, I don't think that's fucking cool. you know. And if they do go out of state, hopefully they don't get in trouble if they have to go somewhere else to get an abortion. Like, that's the shit I don't like. Did I watch the latest You Made It Weird podcast with Paul Rudd? No, I don't watch that podcast. I like Paul Rudd, though. All right, let's go into just a couple things I wanted to show you guys. This is cool and exciting and nerdy. And this is good because I just smoked green tea and I kind of want to watch this with you guys. Oh, maybe we can watch it together. Can we watch this? I'm a more of a Spider-Man guy, but there's a new Batman video game out in VR, and it has been, multiple people have told me who've played it, said, dude, this is the new VR game. This is the next game that, like, you have to play this game. And the reviews online, I've seen a couple of them, and they all are talking really positive about it, including Road to VR, which says, you know, Arkham comes to VR in almost all the right ways. This is a game that's out only on the Quest 3. And what's crazy is, when you hear that it's only out on the Quest 3, that means usually that maybe the graphics aren't going to be that great. Because, you know, the Quest 3 doesn't hook up to a computer. On the Quest 3 and the new 3S. But from everything I've seen, the graphics look pretty amazing. We had looked and talked about this game recently, and a lot of us thought, yeah, this is just a preview, and that's not going to be Quest graphics. But now the game is out, and guess what? I think it is. Let's take a little look at IGN, who I pretty much kind of trust IGN. I think, you know, they do a pretty good job over there. Once in a while, it's kind of weird, but let's see what they think about this new game. Well, let's just take a quick look at it. This is Batman Arkham Shadow review. This is the new Batman game, out only on the Quest 3 and 3S.
I know what you're wondering. Does the VR Batman game make me feel like Batman?
It's the freaking Bat!
Well, the answer is no. Never once in Batman Arkham Shadow's long playtime did I feel like I had $1 billion. And without that, the simulation will never be complete. That said, it did do a remarkably good job of making me feel like I was playing an actual Arkham game, by including all the signature elements of Rocksteady's legendary series. Literally punchy combat, intricate Metroidvania-style level design that unlocks more and more as you gain new abilities, and some genuinely tricky optional puzzles. It is a little clumsy and buggy at times, but enough of it translates well to VR that it's more like a real game than a gimmick.
I mean, just looking at this, the graphics look pretty fucking good.
The mystery story pays off well without retreading too many of the Arkham series plots. And sure, while grabbing at your sides and raising your arms to glide around on your cape may look absolutely absurd to anyone who happens to be in the room with you as you play, I'd be lying if I told you it wasn't pretty fun.
Jump sequence initiated. Batsuit ready. Please equip cowl.
Now, if you've never played VR, that's one thing. But if you've played VR and you've played like a game like Iron Man or any of these games in the past, it does really feel cool on certain franchises like Batman, where you're putting on a Batman helmet and you're doing things like flying around with your cape or using your bat boomerangs and shit like that. It is like really geeky and nerdy, like, but it does something where it really does. Like, that's what VR shines at.
This sequel to a prequel is wedged into the space between Arkham Origins and Arkham Asylum, a time period where a younger Bruce Wayne is bluntly but capably voiced by Roger Craig Smith rather than the late, great Kevin Conroy.
Add this to your schematics of the sewers. The rats marked the locations of their hostages.
After a brief intro sequence in Gotham sewers, rubbing elbows with Jim Gordon and a young, one-faced Harvey Dent, we go undercover into Blackgate Prison, where Batman first encounters the likes of Doctors Harleen Quinzel and Jonathan Crane, Arnold Wesker, aka the Ventriloquist, Barbara Gordon,
Thanks for the tip, Barbara. Couldn't have done it without you.
and a few
What-
more.
what-
Naturally, the
wait.
developers at Camouflage
Wait, was that a joke? Wait, did I just mishear something? Am I too green teed stoned right now? Like, I thought that was a joke. Did that girl just go duh, 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 duh? Like, I thought she was making fun, like being funny, but I think that was her voice. Was that? Did I just hear that wrong? Maybe I'm stoned. I'm probably stoned. I swear to God, she just went duh, 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 duh. Did anyone else see that?
Ventriloquist, Barbara Gordon,
Thanks for the tip, Barbara. Couldn't have done it without you.
and a few more.
What?
Naturally,
Wait, what was that? Wait. Barbara, how you do it? Is that, like, am I losing my fucking mind? Is that real? All right, I have to watch. I'm sorry, guys. Is it me? I swear to God. Barbara, how did you do it? Is she deaf? Oh, shit. Maybe she's deaf. That would have been something they should have explained. That would be really rude. Okay. All right. Maybe she's deaf. Maybe they should have, in this review, said something.
Ventriloquist, Barbara Gordon,
Thanks for the tip, Barbara. Couldn't have done it without you.
and a few more.
Why wouldn't he say, like, in a deaf woman named Barbara? Why wouldn't he say that? I feel like it's not. I feel like, what's going on? Am I having a stroke? Is that real?
Naturally, the developers at Camouflage
I gotta
can't
smoke
help
more.
but retread things we've seen done to death. It wouldn't really be an Arkham game without a Scarecrow hallucination sequence, for instance.
She's not special
and of
needs,
course,
is
we're
she?
treated to yet another reenactment of Crime Alley.
Oh my God.
No.
However, the new
Oh my God, if she was special needs, why wouldn't she say, in the review, you got to say, and a special needs woman? Sounds like bad sound. I don't know. Rewatching that, I'm not going to watch it again. Let's just move on. Fuck.
mystery villain known as the Rat King and his populous cult, paired with the over-the-top sadist prison warden Bolton, give Shadow enough of its own material to work with that it doesn't feel too derivative.
There's nothing wrong with you that can't be fixed with my own two hands.
Another novel approach is to have Bruce Wayne visit his makeshift Batcave under Blackgate to switch between two costumes. He wears his full
Wow.
Batman regalia by night,
See, I bet that's cool. A cool part of VR. She's a golden ticket winner?
but when the Batsuit's back on the rack, he slaps on a Mission Impossible-style mask of a 2-bit thug named Matches Malone, who's been thrown in with Gotham's worst
Matches
for
Malone.
petty arson.
Congratulations, Malone. You're going to Blackgate Prison.
I would love it if Malone then goes, no, you can't do it.
There is some gadgetless prison yard brawling to be done as Malone, but these sections are much more about ingratiating yourself to incarcerated mob boss Carmine Falcone and the other prisoners,
I hear Falcone's looking for some muscle.
and getting the lay of the maze-like prison yard as the days tick down to the Rat King's grand plan. I won't say I wasn't eager to put the cape and cowl back on by the end of each session as matches, but the change of pace and perspective isn't unwelcome, considering there's only so much variety one can find within the walls and absurdly high-tech doors of a prison, and the dark caverns below.
Help you find something, friend.
On that note, despite all of this
All right,
running on
I want to see more of the girl. I thought she was a main character in this game. Where is she?
a machine that's strapped to your face, Arkham Shadow is easily on par with Arkham Asylum as it looked on the Xbox 360 in terms of its character models and textures. And obviously it's running at a much higher resolution and frame rate. Sure, it's not quite up to that level of art direction or the scale of its open areas, but that's an extremely high bar. It's certainly the best looking Quest exclusive game I've ever played, likely because it's made for the Quest 3 and 3S, and doesn't have to compromise for compatibility with older models. Glimpsing my bat-eared shadow as I walk down a hall or glide over the prison yard with a light behind me is always a treat. Those heavy doors do often take a while to open though, since they're masking a lot of loading into the new area you're traveling to. And be ready to recharge your Quest 3 4 or 5 times to get through Arkham Shadow's story, which can run for more than 10 hours if you're not stopping to smell the many rat puzzles along the way.
This looks pretty fucking good. All right, if you want to watch the whole review, go on IGN. Let's just cut to the chase and see what the final verdict is. You know, let's do a cheat code. Where is it? Usually it's like, all right, is that the Joker?
No end. I breathed a sigh of relief when other characters got some time in the spotlight. Batman Arkham Shadow does an admirable job of adapting almost everything I love about the Arkham series to work in a full-fledged VR game, and it's impressive looking for a game that's exclusive to the standalone MetaQuest 3 headset. There are a few hitches and bugs that mean some parts don't work quite as well as others, but its vigorous brawling, exploration, tricky puzzle solving, and stealth are all in
Your dad works at IGN. What's he do?
full effect as you sneak and punch your way through Blackgate Prison in a twisting, undercover pursuit of a mysterious cult leader where just about everybody's a suspect. It's certainly smaller in scale than any game since Arkham Asylum, but it's far larger and more built out than you might expect after Batman Arkham VR.
That's pretty good.
And
It's
a
not
return
bad.
to an enclosed
I mean, what Half-Life Alyx was, I think, a 10, right?
prison setting
So
makes
I guess that's still the best, but this is pretty fucking good for
it
just
feel
a
dense and
Quest users or Quest 3 people have to be fucking shitting themselves because this is almost a system trolley seller for people that are on the fence about buying a Quest and they're Batman fans. And this does a really good job showing off, like, look, if these video game designers just designed a game only for Quest, this is how good it could look. But unfortunately, a lot of these games are being built for multiple systems, so they're not taking advantage of like the headsets. You know, it's like the only if you buy a Nintendo Switch, Mario was designed for the Nintendo Switch. If that ever had to go to Xbox or something like that, it'd probably play different. It'd probably be a way better actually, but but it was programmed to use the Nintendo Switch's hardware, and that's why Nintendo has their 6-7-year-old Nintendo Switch, and they could still make games that have awesome graphics because they're designing it for that hardware in particular. So it's kind of cool that they did that as a Quest 3 exclusive. Speaking of cool ass games, one of the first games I got into when I got my first VR headset, and I think this is a lot of people's first game, is Arizona Sunshine. I don't know if I've talked about this yet. I feel like I have. Right when I said it, I'm like, have I already talked about this? But there's a remake of Arizona Sunshine, which is great because that game's I think 7 years old, maybe 2016. Wow, it is almost it's 7 years old, 8 years old. It's one of the first games that came out, and it looked great when it came out, but having a remake of it, while it sounds silly because a lot of people haven't even played this game before, that's going to be great. And it's going to come out on the Quest, PlayStation VR 2, and PC. And it's boosting visual and mechanical overhaul. Let's take a look. I think there's a trailer for it. It's available right now. And if you own the original game, you could just upgrade to the new one for $10. So nice little update. Let's see if it shows off.
Look at all these cars. Looks like they all went running from a horde. Well, speaking of the bastards,
Yeah, it definitely looks better. Especially the blood. I mean, ketchup, guys. They're made out of ketchup. Yeah, definitely looks like a good graphics overhaul. This is just gameplay footage, it's not a trailer.
shit. So here we go.
There you go. Available now. 52 NBA games this season will be again streamed in 180 degrees on the Quest. Man, if you are into the NBA, as you know I am, bro. I love me some hoops, dog. I can't wait for the NBA to start back. Honestly, I like basketball, but I don't watch pretty much any sports, and basketball not so much. Probably the least. Actually, not the least. I would rather watch basketball than baseball. I'd rather go to a baseball game than basketball game. I'd rather go to a football game than any of those games. And I'd rather go to the UFC more than any of that stuff. Soccer doesn't count. No way, Jose. Hockey's aight, but it's kind of boring too. Unless there's a fight. But anyways, look at all these games. So if you're for free, and if you have a Quest, you can watch it pretty much courtside, which is pretty badass if you are a fan of basketball. You have to get the X Stadium XR sports viewing app. And they also stream NASCAR for free, UFC fights for Fight Pass subscribers. So if you're a Fight Pass subscriber, you can actually watch some UFC in 180, pretty much like you're there. That's pretty badass. Look at all these games. There you go. A second VR kayaking game is out today on PlayStation VR 2. Yes, that's a popular thing in VR now, is kayaking games. Because it's kind of like hiking or something. It's kind of like nature. It's just like, I want to relax and be in nature while in VR. I get it. Let's take a look at it. I mean, this isn't relaxing. That looks fun. This actually looks really fun. Anyways, it's already available on Steam. It came out back in April. Whitewater VR is created with the Unreal Engine 5 by a solo developer, Adam Horvath. Unlike the more relaxed kayak game that came out earlier, Whitewater is more of an action-driven single-player game where you race against the clock through river courses in 5 different environments. This looks fun. This looks like, man, make this a Wave Racer. Remember Wave Racer on Nintendo? Make this a racing game. I mean, that looks badass. Great water effects. This looks fun. Cool. It's available now on Steam and PlayStation VR 2. It's also coming to Quest next year. Speaking of sports, mini golf game Walkabout has a new 8-bit layer add-on. Let's take a look.
I'm Lucas Martell, creator of Walkabout, and here we are in our new 8-bit layer course. So let me give you a little tour.
Okay.
So 8-bit layer
Give me a
is
tour of your workplace, nerd.
third course in our Villains Layer series. And the Villains Layer, we kind of have a couple of things that they always do. They're always sort of focused on a different type and a different sort of era of villain. So we had the sort of 60s laser layer. We had more of the 70s sort of floppy disks.
Okay,
and then,
all right. This is Putt-Putt Golf. It's got a bunch of games, dorky stuff, probably a lot of Easter eggs and dorky shit. And if you want to look at the whole fucking 17-minute video of this headless guy, whatever, Walkabout. Get out of here. I'm walking about out of this article. Arcane Age confirms January launch on Steam and PlayStation VR 2. Have we already seen the trailer of this? I don't know. Here's a baby version of the trailer.
I welcome thee
Yeah,
to a new
we've already
world,
I think we've already.
where my sky is deceptively blue, conveying peace and prosperity, but betrays the very turmoil below.
Okay. This looks cool. This is a long ass trailer. There you go. January 16th. Miracle Pool gets a snooker and first major update. What's a snooker? What just watch this. Pool games in VR are pretty good, especially if they make some really good ones. You can play with an old black lady. This is mixed reality, so you can play this in your real living room if you just happen to have a weird part of your house that has a bunch of space that there should be like a dining room table at, and you just do yoga there or something. I don't know what that's about. Just get a real pool table, guys. That looks cool. Miracle Pool. Good looking pool game. There you go. That's all I want to talk about, guys. That's all I care about. Yeah. What is this? This is your video? Somebody spammed it. Major Motion Pictures on X. Check out my show. You know, if I didn't believe that you were just a bot, I would probably say something. All right. You know what? Let's just go. Let's go into virtual reality. It's been an hour and 16 minutes. What do you guys think? There's a lot of Halloween episodes, or I mean, VR worlds. If you missed last episode of Virtual Redban 751, we checked out a bunch of Halloween worlds. And the only thing, though, is a lot of them were games. There wasn't just a lot of chill places. So maybe we'll check out some more, see if there's any chill Halloween places to go to. But if not, we'll go somewhere, have some fun. I need to switch to a whiskey Jack and Diet because I feel cracked out from having so much Sunny D, and that was, I still have a little bit left, but that was 4 shots I just did. I already feel wasted now. That's scary. So let's calm down a little, have a little Jack and Diet. Let's not go crazy anymore, and have a good night where we go into virtual reality, go to some cool Halloween worlds, smoke some more green tea, and all that. If you're new here, this is part 1 of Virtual Redban. Part 2 is where we go into virtual reality and do what I just said. But we're taking a little intermission. This part is going to end. And then part 2 is going to start back up on YouTube only. Go to youtube.com/Redban. Hit subscribe, please. You know, like 60% of you don't subscribe. You just watch me and you don't even subscribe to me. Sad. Anyway, subscribe to me. Like that. Hit that notification. Do all that dumb shit. Smash that like button. Anyways, part 2 is going to start in about 20 minutes. I will tweet out the link or Instagram it soon. And in part 2, we're going into virtual reality and having some fun. So grab a drink, take a piss, walk the dog, Google what virtual reality is. See you soon. Mm-hmm.